Thursday, the 11th. Fun. I still don't have any updates. Well, I did finally get confirmation today that the disability company has what they need, but I still don't have approval or check cut, so this sucks. It's, 9 days until the 20th, which is the day the apartment said they will file eviction. Trying not to be stressed, trying to stay positive, so. This week has been pretty busy. Monday was rough. Tuesday I was at my family's. Yesterday was rough, mainly because of migraines. For like February, March, and April, I still had like 15, 16 migraine days a month, but I didn't have more than 3 days in a row. So like if I had 3 days in a row, the next day I wouldn't have a migraine. And it wasn't always 3 days in a row, but I never had more than 3 days in a row in those months. For May, though, yesterday was my 8th day in a row. So far today I don't have one, but we'll see. Oh, sorry. Wasn't planning on yawning. It starts getting really rough this many days in a row, though. It starts becoming really hard, like, to deal with. Like, can I have a day without a headache? Also, it seems like when I have these long runs of headaches that, like, they stop responding to medication. Yesterday, I didn't even take anything for it. It was hard to sleep last night because of it, but at some point during the night, it finally went away. So, we'll see how today goes. With 8 days in a row of migraines, that's pretty much 8 days I haven't walked. Sucks, but it's the way it is, so. Not planning on doing much today. Monday was crazy, okay? I didn't really get a vlog because my husband was home, and we've been over that before, how I don't really vlog on the days he's home. It was like everything was happening. Like everything was coming down. Okay. As much as I'm yawning, I'm getting a migraine. Excessive yawning, remember? One of the fun indications. So, anyway. So, like, a lot of stuff happened. Like, one of the things I found out on Monday is that the disability company claimed again they didn't have what they needed. And I think that was the day I found out that my work had approved. No, it was Friday I found out. Monday I got a little more confirmation though. Oh no, Monday's when I got the confirmation that my pay would be reduced. That's what it was. Friday is when I found out they were going to move me down to chat specialist instead of a team leader. And then Monday is when I found out my pay would be reduced. It's going to be reduced $1.50 an hour. And that will affect my disability pay too, because I get 60% of my salary. And my salary, well, I won't be salaried, I'll be hourly now. But you know what I mean. Just 60% of a lower amount means it's a lower amount, right? So my checks, assuming they ever send me one, are going to be reduced, starting with whatever the hell day they put in as the effective date. I don't know. So that was fun that day. Oh, another fun thing about that day. I've mentioned to you guys before my tarot website, mysticmoonreadings.com. Okay, it is no longer that. It is now, it's in my description box, but it's like mysticmoonreadings.wordpress. Yeah, mysticmoonreadings.wordpress.com is what it is now. So what happened is when I first set up my website, I went through GoDaddy. And I went through them just because they were simple, like their website builder is set up really easy to use. You can set up email marketing campaigns through them, so you can have like on your website like a field for people to put their email address in so they subscribe, and then you put together marketing emails that go out to your subscribers, which is something I wanted to do. Not necessarily marketing emails, but like weekly oracle readings for everyone and like things like that, just kind of updates and stuff like that. I wanted to do a newsletter basically. I did 2 of those before Monday happened. So I don't know how I missed this, but like I knew, at least I thought I knew, that I was getting 30 days free. But what happened is Monday was 30 days, and they charged me $179. And I was like, so apparently for me to keep my website, I would have to pay that $179. That would cover it for the next year, but that's a ridiculous amount of money. Not to mention, I pay for the domain name, mysticmoonreadings.com, separately. And then, I didn't find out till after I signed up with GoDaddy, but GoDaddy makes you pay extra for privacy. So, this is what that means. When you buy a domain name, like mysticmoonreadings.com, like I did, if you don't have privacy on it, then what that means is the information of who owns that domain is public information. So your name, your email address, your phone number, that kind of thing is public information. Now granted, that information is public in a lot of ways. Our information's out there all the time, but not being linked to that domain. And so what will happen is you will get so much spam, and I know that because it's happened to me, of people being like, hey, you set up a new website, I'll design a logo for you, here's, let's talk, and, all kinds of shit related to setting up a website, marketing and lead lists, and like, you'll just get all kinds of spam emails that you did not want. If you put your domain registration information as private, then nobody can easily find out who registered that domain in order to contact them. So when I signed up with GoDaddy, it was only like $12 for I think 2 years of registration for the domain. So not bad. Maybe 1 year, I can't remember, it was 1 or 2 years. I could go look, but I don't care that much to look right now. However, if you wanted your registration information for the domain private, that was another $8 for that year or 2 years, I forget. And that was really annoying to me. But, my bad, I didn't do the research. I didn't do the research on who would be a good place to host my website, and that's a lesson I've learned. I have found out since then that if you get your domain through Google, privacy is included. It's included. Now what I'm going to do is transfer my domain from GoDaddy to Google. But you can't transfer a domain. I don't know if this is like normal rules or just GoDaddy's rules or what, but I can't transfer the domain to Google until I've had it for 60 days. And I just hit 30 days on Monday. So that's why I'm not using the domain, mysticmoonreadings.com. I do plan on going back to using that domain just to make it easier, but for now it's mysticmoonreadings.wordpress.com. Obviously that means WordPress is who I'm using to host my site. because I had to take it down. Like, if I didn't pay the $180, which they billed me the $180. If I didn't allow that charge to stand, though, I wouldn't have a website anymore. And that's what I had to do. I had to contact them for a refund. Luckily, thankfully, they processed the refund quickly. So the charge actually never even hit my bank. Because it was charged and refunded the same day, so which is good because I would have had an overdraft fee. I didn't have $179 in my bank account, so but that meant almost immediately my website was taken down. So I had to like quickly copy over some information that I needed from it so I could set up a website with WordPress, which for now I'm just doing their free version. I am going to get their premium version because it gives more customization and stuff like that. Right now, I'm happy with the way it's set up, but I would like the more customization. To do that, you pay for it a year at a time, and it's $99 a year. Way cheaper than the $179 with GoDaddy. And that was for 1 year with them, too. That's basically almost double. So, I'm going to stick with WordPress instead, but I can route that URL eventually to my MistyMoonReadings.com or have people go to that, so associated with it, whatever. I forgot the terminology. But basically next month, once I've hit 60 days of registration with the domain name, that is when I will transfer it over to Google, which will give me privacy for free, because, yeah. Yeah, so Monday was a rough day because I spent like a good portion of the day like quickly rebuilding my website on WordPress. And then, in addition to doing that, I had to figure out how to use WordPress's customization and all of that, their tools. But then I also had to go ahead and change a bunch of shit, like my description boxes had a link to Mystic Moon Readings. I had to go in and change that to mysticmoonreadings.wordpress.com. My Facebook page for Mystic Moon Readings, I had to go in and change the website. Like, there was just a lot of things that had to be changed because the web address changed. One major thing is, I had about 20 people signed up on my email subscriber list with GoDaddy. I'm sorry, I'm cold. My blanket's like kind of underneath me. And I had sent 2 newsletters out already, and there's not really a way to do a newsletter through WordPress, at least not on the free version. So I had to get all those email addresses, and I basically just emailed them. I was like, hey, things are changing, and here's my new website address. And like, Monday it just felt like everything was going wrong. If it could go wrong, it was going wrong, it felt like. But I survived Monday. It's good. I tried to stay positive. At one point I did like some really long meditation to get myself back to positive because just everything was coming down. It's really hard to stay positive when you feel that way, so. But I made it work. Things worked. My website's up and running again. It was that day. I didn't really have a choice. I feel like I've like had oatmeal earlier. It feels like there's like a oatmeal, like an oat stuck over here. Let's take a drink. Alright. Yeah, all I've planned today, like major, definitive plans, is laundry. Like 3 loads of laundry to do. One's in the dryer right now. Daniel's working 2 to 11 today. Yeah, that's about it. Gonna be a normal busy day though, working on my business and stuff. So I'm also looking into maybe listing tarot readings on Etsy. So that should be fun. Yeah, that's about all I got. I'll probably see you later. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. I hope your week has been great so far. It's almost the weekend, so that's good. Alright, I will talk to you later. Bye.